You know what? I decided to do something today pretty interesting. I figured I would go ahead and set up a little bench. The other day when I had gone home to my parents' house, I picked up my grill. And I used that as a little fire pit. You know, I'd made that up a couple of years ago. There, I found that thing in the dump. You know, it was like somebody threw it away. I was like, no way, you got a perfectly enclosed fire pit here. What do you throw this away for? What are you, fool? So anyway, I pick it up and I bring it home, and ever since then, you know, I cut the legs off of it, made it a little shorter. And ever since then, I've been using it as a, you know, an enclosed fire pit right in front of the swing that I usually have up in the garden at my parents' house. But now I've got another garden here. We're at the castle, as you can see. And here I have another garden. This one, well, this is the castle garden. You know, I'm the tender, but it's for everybody. You know, that right there is that's a cucumber patch. Yeah, we'll go check that out later. But right now, you know, over there, starting over there, that's a patch that's full of nothing but collard greens there, and it's probably not going to start coming up for a while. We've had a lot of rain, but you know, I'm starting to think that maybe the seed wasn't all that good. But anyway, we'll see. Whatever comes up, comes up. And over here, things are starting to come up. We've got spinach and lettuce over here, and then there's some different kinds of squash in the back there, and then the pumpkins along the back. I'll zoom in on the pumpkins there, let you see the pumpkins. Oh, they're coming right along, huh? Not too bad. Got 3 mounds of them. Oops, where's the other one? Oh, it's on the other side of the table. Okay, so anyway, got 3 of those there, and then look at the corn. Look at the corn. Yes, the corn is coming up in bunches, it's just amazing. They're doing really good. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and set up that little fire pit there, and I put a little patch over there because I want to put some flowers and stuff right in there. It's going to be pretty neat. You know, some short growing stuff there. Maybe the fire pit's a little close, but I don't know. We'll see. Nothing will be growing in there for a while yet anyway, if this summer at all. It's just preparation work, really. But I figured that's what I do for a bench right now. Okay, I don't really have anything else. I've got the swing is over at my parents' house, and really over there doesn't do any good. So I did have these boards. You know, I've got 3 of them. I'm going to go ahead and put this on because I got to tell you what, it's not the black flies this time of year. This time of year, this time of day, it's the horse flies and deer flies. Holy, it's not one thing, it's another, you know. And then as the sun goes down there, the mosquitoes come out. That's when you really get beaten up. So anyway, I've already started filling that one. That one's actually full. I was sitting here doing this and I was getting bored, and I was like, what the fuck's wrong with this picture? Why am I so bored? And I looked around and I was like, oh, look at that. Camera's got her eyes closed, and Triple E's laying down on the job. It's like, okay, got to put those 2 to work. So anyway, I don't know if you can hear me at all. I'm going to just set this to go by itself. Maybe go do some farting around somewhere. Hey, I know, we're going on a tour. We'll take a look at the garden. Ah, look at that. Instant quiet. Ha! Who'd have thought, right? Just put it under the water. Okay, so anyway, this here, I dug this up because I wanted the worms, really, and I needed a place to put some flowers. So, and I'm not done with this. This is going to come more like a triangle this way, and then across this way. And it's going to be set up so that it has like a heart shape in it, you know, 3D, of flowers and bushes that are going to grow up in 3 dimension. So when you're sitting here looking at it, it looks like a heart, you know, like that. Anyway, you'll see later in this. Anyway, I figured I'd put the bench like this, because from here, like this, sitting like this, I've got a nice view of the valley over there, which, I don't know, you can't see, but I'll show you in a minute. You got a nice view of the valley right there, and then you've also got a view straight down this path right here, you see, because especially in the mornings and the late evenings, moose and bear and deer and fox and coyotes, they all go up and down those, you know, sooner or later they gotta cross. If they're anywhere in this neighborhood, they gotta cross that trail. And if you're sitting here at the right time, happen to be looking down that way, here's what you're gonna see. Hey, I've got proof. The moose there, they walk right through my garden. They got no respect, I'll tell you, some bitches. Got no respect. They walk right through on my peas. Well, actually, it's the yes, the peas. The peas. I got peas in the back row behind some bush beans, and moose, nice size one too. Walked right the whole length of the row that I had made. It's just one row, and I was going to put like a 4-foot fence on it. I'm still going to. There's a lot of them growing, but anyway, my thing is full. Whoa! Whoops! Whoa! Hosier, you know. This is a hosier. North Main hosier. Anyway, okay. This is gonna be so cool. I'm gonna be setting this up tonight, having a nice fire there. Record this and send it all to Nikki there. She's gonna love this. I'm gonna take a drink right through this, because if I break the seal on this, then I gotta go do it all again. But you know something? This is small enough. Maybe I can do it. Oh yeah. Alright, that's good enough. So anyway, back to work, right? Okay. Bench time. Now, I got fucked up back, so I gotta be careful how I pick shit up. See, I got 4 of these things. I mean, well, 3. I got 3. I got 2 wide ones and this one. Okay, and I figured I'd use this and the wide one as a backboard eventually. This summer is gonna be done that way, as a bench right here. This one and a wide one as the top part of the backing, and then the other wide one as the bench, you know, and make another swing here. There'll be 2 swings, because I got another one at the other place. Okay, so unless you've seen my other videos, you wouldn't know what I was talking about, so I'm just not gonna talk about it. Okay, I think that was stay here. Not bad. Oh, that's good. It's good. I got it. This is perfect. Come here. You gotta see this. I'm gonna drop you down there. All right, now come check this out. All right, that's what you see from that way, and then coming around, you see this here like that, and then coming around, you see the valley. You see that? Now, can you see the things there that I have in there, right there? Well, I have another one over there. It's been laying over there doing nothing since I moved in here, because I've been too busy setting up the apartment and cleaning up and bringing the building up to code, because, well, there was a lot of doorknobs and stuff that needed to be put on, and then there's doors that open the wrong way and doorways that didn't work. I had to anyway, it's beautiful. It's a carpenter's dream, I'm telling you. This thing is built like a fortress. It's 100,000 million years old, and I think it'll stay here for another 100,000 million years if we can stop something like that from happening, you know, continuing. I'll seal that up really good, go around the whole thing with some black shit really thick and seal the whole thing up so that we don't get any more of that there, and then a whole bunch on the inside. Dudes, I'm telling you what, it's a carpenter's dream. There's a lot that needs to, you know what, I think I can fix that. Kind of risky, but with the proper precautions, it can be done. And make sure there's somebody there in case something does happen. Anyway, let's go take a look around. I got this all set up. Anyway, here, let's take this, put it over here. All right, now, take this off. I'm gonna be going on the 4-wheeler there. I'm gonna go up there in a few minutes and gather some wood for the burning situation tonight. Okay, cool, huh? Got a nice water fountain right there. Found that in the attic. Haha, that attic is amazing. You'll see it in another. Look at the raspberries. Okay, these are not doing too good, all right? But it doesn't look like they're doing too good, but there is still some green, and they've been there for like 2 weeks. So that means the root will come back next year, okay? Maybe the plant won't do anything this year and it's dead and it's looking horrible and shit there, but it's gonna come back next year. Same thing with this one here. The stalk, the main stalk is done. All the leaves are dead and foliage, but we've got green. Green, I mean moist green too, so I know that's alive there. That's gonna come back next year, okay? Now this one here is a clipping that I had taken off of one of the larger ones, and so is this. These are two cuttings. They're this one and that one that I had taken off. I think that, yeah, that's attached to that cutting that I had taken off there. But this one, these two here are cuttings that I took off of another one that was, well, the base and root were mangled to the point they were no good. They were not going to live. So anyway, the person, unfortunately, the person that removed them from the ground, God bless her soul and her heart, she was a good lady, but not too well knowledgeable on how to remove plants from the ground without, you know, killing them. She ended up cutting almost all of the roots off. There's just a ball under the whatever's there. She didn't leave any of the string or nothing. So, but anyway, I was able to save some, as you can see. And she had broke down. She was here at the side of the road, and I was out front. I was doing some gardening in the front there, doing some weeding and stuff, and straightening up that front flower bed. And I turned around, and I could hear her on a cell phone. And I turned around, and there's this SUV there, okay? And she's talking on the SUV. I thought maybe, okay, she's just off the road so she can talk on the cell phone. So I went back to work. Didn't worry about that, you know. And anyway, she says, I hear her saying that something about her gas tank had fallen off or something like that. And I'm like, that doesn't sound too good. You know, anyway, I go on my gardening, and I'm looking there, and you know, and all of a sudden I hear her. She says, you know, I've lost all of my gas on the ground. I was able to save some in a can. And I could hear this loudly because there was no traffic at the time. She was right across the street from me. You know, and that's when I turned around and I stood up and I looked at her, and just, I guess she was just hanging up the phone. Hey, look at this. Look who's come out. Midden Kidden, Kidden Midden. It's Mr. Kidden Midden. Anyway, that's when, you know, I guess she had just hung up she had just finished the conversation as I stood up and turned around. But I look at her, and she's looking at the steering wheel, and she's going and doing this. And I'm like, ma'am, can I help you? And she says, I need God right now. I said, well, you know, I'm not God, but I'll do the best that I can, right? So I said, what's the problem? And she tells me that she was going from her, I guess her good friend or sister or aunt or something like that. Anyway, somebody's house there where she had gotten all these plants, these raspberries and stuff. I guess this person was sick and wasn't going to be able to take care of them anymore, was selling the house, and well, she was told she could have all of that. So she went to get it. And anyway, she tells me that coming out of there, she had hit bottom on a pit and busted her gas tank. So I see under the car, and I say, oh yeah, it looks like I can see it's obviously she took a rope and strapped it up there, and I don't know how she was able to keep gas in this thing at all. But she actually drove from wherever she was coming to here before it died. And of course, that's because it's a hill here, you know. And she's pointed up, and the hole was at the bottom of the tank in the back. So when she started up this hill, it's kind of a long hill. By the time she got here, it was gone. There was nothing left in the tank, right? But anyway, I go over and I see where the hole is and stuff. And I've got some of that JB Weld in the house, you know. I've got both the long set one and the quick set. Well, I figured, hey, you know, quick set JB Weld on this plastic tank, that should do it, right? Well, they say you can use this stuff on the road, or that's what I've heard anyway. I did it, and I mixed a whole big blob of it, and I stuck it on there, and I smoothed it all out there, and I made sure that it was sealed, right? And we waited about half hour, 45 minutes, and I felt that it was good and solid, right? I said, okay, let's try to put some gas in there. So we start pouring gas in there. No way. No dice. It starts pissing out. I mean, it looked like a freaking bull there, a Brahma bull, you know, all over the damn place. So I said, oh, stop. They stopped pouring, and we caught what was coming out there. And anyway, she decided, we decided to get the car up into this driveway here. We got it over here, and we stopped it there, and then she called on her cell phone to get a friend or a relative or something to come pick her up. And then later on, they got a tow, you know, a flatbed, come out and carry it to wherever her home is. Anyway, for helping her out, she gave me those plants that you see there, okay? And they may not look too good right now, But bless her heart, she gave me a nice raspberry patch right there. I'm telling you what. See, on that side is black raspberries. Those were there. I had those from last year. Then on this side, there's a little tiny black raspberry that's just starting to come up really good, okay? And I had that from last year. That was almost destroyed by my ex-neighbor. Anyway, and then I have all those raspberries in the middle, and those are giant. They get really big there, like that, and they're the thornless kind. You know, the branches don't have any thorns on them. So, but anyway, the berries get big like that. They're really big and juicy. Anyway, here, look, check this out. We've got some cucumbers going on. I've got to give them some fertilizer. I went and got some today. You know, this is just loam that I put in there. There's no fertilizer. Now, I did dig a trench around where you see they're planted, that circle. I dug like a 4-inch trench, and then 6-inch trench there, and I filled the bottom 2 inches of it with good potting soil. Okay, and then I put the cucumbers in there, and then I filled over with the loam. Now, really, all I need to do is keep them fertilized, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove them now that I've got some good compost to put in there and some good stuff there. I'm going to mix in there with some peat moss and all that other stuff, manure and everything, and then put them back. Okay, then they're going to take off like, you watch, they'll take off like freaking rockets, man. It'll be like, Houston, we don't have any problems here. Okay, launch! You know, that'll be the thing. Anyway, yeah. I bet those guys driving by here think, holy shit, what the hell, that guy's talking to himself. No, I'm not. I got Cameron and Tripoli here. Anyway, there's what I told you, where the collards are planted and everything else, like I said. Okay, come on. I got to hurry up because I got to go get some freaking wood to burn tonight. That's my neighbor, new neighbor, nice young guy and his girlfriend there. She's pregnant. Long story, I'm not going to go there. Okay, stuff's coming up. Look here, check that out. Check that out, huh? Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. Look, there's more pumpkins right there. And that's just, I'm just doing that for the vinage, you know, and the flowers later on. You know, they're probably not gonna, they don't get sun all day here, so, and plus I'm gonna hang them on that there. You know, vine them right up there so that they're never really gonna get any sun. I need to put some fertilizer on that guy. She's not doing too good. But anyway, everything else is doing all right. All right. Look at that. Whoa, excuse me. All right, look at that. You know what? I don't even know if you're looking at the right place here. Jeez, I had that thing loose there. I don't know where you were looking. Anyway, there you go. See? Now come back just to make sure you see, because I didn't know. I wasn't looking at Cameron. Okay, so anyway. There you go. All right. My back is getting sore. My feet are getting sore. And I have to hurry up and go get some wood, because in just a little bit there, I know Nikki's going to be online. And I want to go talk to her a little bit and then come out and have a fire. And after I talk to her, it's going to be dark, so I won't be able to go get wood. So I need to go get wood now. All right, so anyway, we'll get this on the internet.